Hi, welcome back to Stickle Tarn. This is day 2, December the 3rd, of preparing for Christmas on our small holding. Tonight, this evening, I've even got my reindeer pyjamas, fluffy pyjamas on. I don't wear them in bed, but they're ideal to change into at the end of the day. I've even got red socks on, so starting to get into the Christmas spirit a bit. But anyway, what I'm making this evening is something that goes right back to my childhood. My family all came from Scotland, and I was born in Scotland. It's a long story how I ended up here in Wales, but Christmas was, we had Christmas presents, we had Christmas Day, but our biggest day of the year was New Year, or Hogmanay. And every year for Hogmanay, my mum, and before my mum, my nan, and before that my great nan, used to make a non-alcoholic ginger wine. They weren't really drinkers in our family. My dad would have a whiskey or a couple of beers at Hogmanay, but we weren't really a drinking family, and there was never really alcohol in the house. So I always remember my mum making this, and I absolutely loved it. And all through my childhood, this was the one thing to look forward to. Christmas, New Year time was the ginger wine, and she used to call it ginger wine. And it was a non-alcoholic, and it's actually a ginger cordial. I make it, my own children have had it. I make it only at this time of year. I don't make it the rest of the year. For me, it is something special, for the end of the year, because that's when I remember always having it. And it's a very, very simple thing to make, and it uses this, and this has been going since this one is Riddle's ginger compound. Before it was Riddle's, there was the one my mum used to use was Cherry something, it was called ginger compound, but Riddle's ginger compound, and you can get it off Amazon where I get mine, and they also do a hot spicy one now, which I did try one year, wasn't that keen on, so I went back to the original. All it is, 1 bottle of this, £2 of sugar, 5 pints of water, and that is it. So I've already got my sugar and water on. I'll take you over, cables. So, and you've only got to do it so that the sugar has, there we go, dissolved, which it now has. Once it's reached that stage, you just take it off the heat and you let it cool, which is what I'm going to do now. Once it's cooled, we'll add the compound, and then we'll get it bottled up. So I'm going to take it off the heat, and I'll come back to you once it's cooled down. Right, we're back. Our sugar and water has cooled enough for us to add the ginger compound, and I just thought I'd tell you what the ingredients are, and if I can read them. Wish they'd stop doing the writing so small on these. It is tartaric acid, caramel, citric acid, ginger and capsicum flavourings, and so that's all that's in it. But of course, with all the sugar as well that you're adding, it's it is a treat rather than something to have every day. So I'm going to tilt you down. There we go, little Poppy sitting there watching in the background. And it smells just like it did when my mum made it. As soon as I opened that bottle, I could smell it. So I'm going to pour in the compound. I think because, and give it a good stir through, because my mum used to call it ginger wine, as kids used to think we were really grown up, you know, having wine. And of course I'm going back into the 60s here, you know, and back in the 60s it wasn't the norm for you know, children to be even tasting wine. In fact, wine wasn't really a household thing then. Anyway, I'm going to get it into these bottles. So these are big bottles. They are, these bottles I get from IKEA. How much do they hold? Can I read the labels? No. They've already been washed and sterilised. So I'm just going to use my jug. I do wish you could smell this. It smells absolutely divine. If anybody else used to have this as a child or still has it now, I'd love to hear from you. And sometimes we used to have this warmed up. There wasn't microwaves back then, of course. It was, you know, warmed up in a pan on the stove. And most of the time, you know, we should just drink it cold. Now, if you want it to keep shelf stable, you need to add a Camden tablet at this stage. So once you've filled your bottle, add a Camden tablet. I can't get to mine because they're up in the box at the top, and with my ongoing cranial leak, I'm not supposed to be climbing anywhere. So when Martin gets home tonight, whoops, poured that one in a bit too fast. I wonder if the other funnel's got a smaller nozzle on it. Yeah, that one's a bit big and it's not sitting in the bottle properly. Yeah, so when Martin gets home tonight, I will get him to get the box down. It's on in the top shelf of the barn, and then I'll just pop a Camden tablet into each bottle. So now they call this a cordial. You can, if you find it too rich, water it down. Usually 50-50. I like it as it is. And the other thing, sometimes I add slices of dehydrated lemon. I have those. Oh, they're right at the back of the cupboard here. But I've got slices of lemon and slices of oranges, and they're quite nice to add to it. Oh, there we go. So that's 3 bottles and a bit left for me to put in a glass. There we go. Oops. So that's 3 bottles full of non-alcoholic ginger wine, and a bit left in the glass for me that I can have this evening. I shall have a taste now. Exactly as it should be. Very, very tasty. And yeah, as I said, sometimes it's nice with a slice of orange or lemon in it. You can have it hot, you can drink it cold. And yeah, to me it is part of our Christmas, or this is what sort of makes Christmas and New Year for me, having this. And yeah, so there we go. Merry Christmas, everybody. And like I say, I'd like to know, you know, you've got any traditions of your own that you go through, and you do. Mine are all, you know, there's nothing really fancy. We don't do big fancy Christmases. It's just ideas that have, or traditions that have accumulated over the years, and some from my childhood, and some from my you know, partnership, relationship, marriage with Martin, and having children of our own. So yeah, so that is tonight's preparation all over with and done. And the next video is something new that I haven't done before, but I'm going to be doing on that video. So I will catch up with you then. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, like button. It helps the channel to grow. And do leave comments if you can. Hit subscribe, and then you'll catch all the videos that we've got coming up. So take care, everybody. Mia, Paige, Poppy, advent calendars. Come on, who's going to come? You want a treat? Come on then. Paige, you want a treat? Paige. Poppy. Maybe they don't. Oh yeah, here's Poppy. Poppy wants a treat, yeah. Paige. And Paige is here. Okay then, look. It's time for your advent calendars, girls. Yeah. Let's tilt the camera down a bit more. There we go. Right. It is door number 3. And tonight it is meatballs with turkey. Right. Okay. Let's put that one over there. Right, Mia, come here. Come here. Sit down. Good girl. High five. High five. Good girl. Right, who's next? Right, Paige. Come here. No, Mia, away. You've had yours. Paige. Speak. Good girl. Right. Paige, come out the way. Paige, away. Mia, away. It's Poppy's turn. This is Poppy's first proper Christmas, so Poppy, sit. Good girl. Good girl. There we go, girls. That's it for today. No more until tomorrow.